Today, 1 in 4 women, 1 in 9 men, and 1 in 10 high school students experience relationship violence. This means that there's a great chance that you yourself have been exposed to or know of someone who has experienced interpersonal violence. As defined by the CDC as sexual violence, physical violence, stalking, or emotional aggression by a current or former intimate partner, interpersonal violence is a severe issue that needs to be addressed through education and awareness. In order to help all survivors, we must understand the different communities that are impacted.
According to a survey conducted by the CDC, bisexual women have the highest prevalence of rape and sexual violence. Also in the survey, they found that gay men and lesbian women reported interpersonal violence levels equal to and higher than heterosexual individuals.
The Indigenous Women's Center reports that American Indian and Alaska Native women face some of the highest rates of domestic violence in the country, and oftentimes they go without supportive services like safety, justice, and healing. This also applies to immigrants and other marginalized groups.
And finally, Black women are 3 times more likely to experience violence at the hands of men as compared to white women. Furthermore, Black women, like many other survivors, may feel unsafe seeking state protection because they fear police interventions. And this is a valid concern considering the history of law enforcement interactions with the Black community in this country. As the list of marginalized communities disproportionately impacted by interpersonal violence goes on, it's important that we address these intersectionalities to ensure that we're supporting all those at stake.
As of now, there are a great number of resources for people experiencing interpersonal violence, and the UW and other universities also offer different types of support for students, including mental health, advocacy, food security, and many more. To find these resources for yourself or for other people that you know, check out our website.
Visit our website at ipvnationalcoalition.org. Once on the homepage, click on the Database tab, then scroll down to see the participating institutions, or you can search for your university in the search bar. Once you find your school, you'll then be presented with a Resources tab, where you can find the resources available to you on your campus and learn more about them. Let's check out the ones at the UW. You can find an advocate through UW PD or through LiveWell, get to know your Title IX rights by clicking on the link, or find other resources for your health and well-being. If you go back to the previous page, you can also check out and get involved with the current advocacy projects run by IPV organizations on campus. You can even join a meeting. The student-run organizations on campus are Individuals Standing Against Interpersonal Violence, or ISAIV for short, and Sexual Assault and Relationship Violence Activists, also known as SARVA.
Now that we've established what IPV is and what resources are available to you, let's discuss ways in which you can support a friend or a loved one. The first step is to listen. Respect the survivor's judgment in terms of when they are ready to take action, as it takes time for the person to come to terms with their trauma. Leave space for them to drive the conversation. This signals to them that they are being understood and heard.
The next step is to connect. Survivors can often find community resources through local mental health advocacy organizations. You can recommend them to specific websites and databases that list this type of information. Remember, every story is unique, and we should let the survivors decide what the next best step is for them.
The third step is to support. Remind survivors they're not alone. Be mindful of your tone. Make sure you're not coming across as condescending or superior, as it is already a tremendous step for survivors to share their stories. You may ask questions or make suggestions, but do so respectfully.
The last step is self-care. You can suggest counseling for survivors or pursue counseling yourself. Dealing with interpersonal violence can be a heavy task, so make sure to take care of your own mental well-being while helping others. Together, we can take a stand against interpersonal violence.